The story of the striker who refused to run and still outscored everyone. Once upon a time in the heart of Bulgaria, where the vibrant colors of football painted the dreams of young aspiring players, there existed a boy named Dimitar Berbatov. He was a creature of elegance and grace, an enigma wrapped in the pursuit of beauty. From the very beginning, it was evident that greatness flowed through his veins, nurtured by his heritage. A father who once soared in the top echelons of football, and a mother who had crafted her own legacy in the realm of handball. In the concrete jungle that shaped his early days, young Dimitar meticulously honed his craft. With an inflated pig's bladder, and later a basketball, he would spend hours upon hours, day after day, throwing the object skyward only to masterfully caress it with his feet upon its descent. Each touch was a stroke of artistry, and the rhythmic dance between ball and foot became his symphony. As fate would have it, inspiration struck Dimitar during the enthralling days of the World Cup. He gazed upon the mesmerizing exploits of Stoichkov, a Bulgarian legend who defied the odds and led his nation to the cusp of glory. But Dimitar aspired for a different path, drawing inspiration from the likes of Alan Shearer and Marco van Basten. Shearer, the epitome of a ruthless predator, and Van Basten, the embodiment of ethereal elegance. These two divergent forces merged within Dimitar, creating a footballing marvel that would grace the world. At the tender age of 18, Dimitar embarked on his professional journey with CSKA Sofia. A mere exchange of 22 pairs of boots and 50 footballs was all it took to secure the services of this prodigious talent. With each passing season, Dimitar blossomed like a rare orchid, his goal tally increasing exponentially. He became a fearsome presence in the penalty box, his lethal instincts matched only by his delicate touch and boundless creativity. The world started to take notice. However, greatness was not without its controversies. Amidst his meteoric rise, a tempest brewed among his home fans. They placed the weight of their expectations upon his youthful shoulders, jeering when their lofty ambitions were not instantly fulfilled. Yet, there were those who saw past the fleeting results, who recognized the artistry in his every move. In the midst of this turmoil, a mysterious encounter changed the course of Dimitar's life. Leaving the training grounds to seek nourishment, he found himself ensnared by the allure of a black car. A friend of the family beckoned him inside, and like an unsuspecting protagonist in a noir film, Dimitar succumbed to the intrigue. The car delivered him to a restaurant, where he found himself surrounded by an intimidating presence, the Bulgarian mafia. Among them stood Georgi Iliev, owner of Levski Kustendil, who sought to entice Dimitar away from his current club. Whispers of loyalty and treachery circled the air, with some claiming that Berbatov's departure would be met with dire consequences. They would rather finish him than have him play for another club, a relative cautioned. But fate had different plans for Dimitar Berbatov, for he was not one to be easily swayed by the undercurrents of intimidation. The weight of the situation quickly cascaded upon Pavlov, the owner of CSKA, who swiftly orchestrated a plan to shield the young prodigy from the clutches of the black car and its ominous occupants. Yet the gravity of the events that transpired that day did not dissipate with a simple phone call. Both Pavlov and Iliev, the puppeteer of Levski Kustendil, met a chilling fate, a sniper's assassination that reverberated through the corridors of power. The shadows cast by this revelation cast a shroud of silence upon Berbatov's lips as he chose to shield his family from the knowledge of the perils he had narrowly escaped. With resolute determination burning within him, Dimitar recognized that his destiny lay beyond the borders of Bulgaria. Leverkusen beckoned, embracing him into their fold alongside luminaries like Lucio, Zeroberto, and Balak. Unbeknownst to him, he had stumbled upon a golden generation, and destiny was preparing its grand stage. In a breathtaking display of skill, Berbatov announced his arrival with a hat trick in a friendly match against DC United. The Leverkusen faithful watched in awe as their new maestro wove magic on the pitch, his goals flowing with poetic grace. With 15 goals in 13 starts, he propelled Leverkusen to the summit of the Bundesliga, clutching a slender 4-point lead. The stage was set for a treble, a feat never before achieved in the club's history. With a place secured in the German Cup final, and a journey that included triumphs over giants like Juventus, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Manchester United in the Champions League, Leverkusen dared to dream. But fate had other plans, cruelly snatching victory from their grasp. 3 consecutive league draws saw Dortmund snatch the title away, while a heartbreaking loss in the cup final further compounded their woes. Only the Champions League remained, a final showdown against the formidable Los Galacticos, the juggernauts of Real Madrid. The grandeur of the occasion overwhelmed Berbatov as he locked eyes with the towering figure of Fernando Hierro, feeling as though he stood before an insurmountable mountain. And as the match unfolded, a moment of brilliance from Zinedine Zidane left Berbatov in awe, his heart torn between applause and restraint. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, Leverkusen experienced a resurgence, clawing their way back from the precipice of relegation. Berbatov emerged as the catalyst, painting masterpieces on the pitch, 13 goals and 8 assists in a blistering display of world-class talent. Yet the promised land of the league title remained elusive, with Bayern, Atletico, Manchester United, and Liverpool knocking on his door. The allure of a new adventure eventually swayed the Maradona of Leverkusen, and in a surprising twist, he donned the colors of Tottenham. Back then, Tottenham existed in the shadows of their current glory, with over 5 decades since their last foray into the hallowed grounds of the Champions League. In the realm of football, where surprises lie in wait at every turn, Dimitar Berbatov's shocking transfer to Tottenham sent ripples through the sporting world. To some, it seemed an ill-fated decision, a move to a club with an average league placement of 11th over the past 15 years. Yet against all odds, this peculiar alliance bore fruit. In the embrace of Tottenham, Berbatov found his partner in crime, Robbie Keane, a relentless force who compensated for his own shortcomings. Their connection transcended the boundaries of the pitch, their minds in perfect sync. Keane's tireless running paved the way for Berbatov's moments of genius. Together they propelled Tottenham to heights long forgotten. Berbatov's inaugural season at Tottenham was a testament to his brilliance. With an astonishing tally of 38 goals and assists, he weaved a symphony of footballing excellence. Each goal and assist arrived with impeccable precision, occurring once every 102 minutes. He claimed Tottenham's Player of the Year award, secured a spot in the league's Team of the Season, and even garnered a nomination for the prestigious Ballon d'Or. A 5th-place finish in the league and a scintillating run of 10 goals and assists in the UEFA Cup further solidified his status as a maestro. Although Tottenham's leaky defense marred their potential triumphs that season, Berbatov led them to their last piece of silverware, the League Cup. His decisive goal in the final etched his name into the annals of Tottenham's history. Once again, the Bulgarian virtuoso found himself living within the pages of a fairy tale. However, doubts began to seep into his consciousness. At 28 years old, the ticking clock demanded swift action. And so, amidst the turmoil, Sir Alex Ferguson swooped in, his timing impeccable. But fate played its hand once more, shattering Berbatov's aspirations of joining Manchester City. In a stunning twist, Sir Alex intercepted him at the airport, altering the course of his destiny. With just minutes left before the transfer market deadline, Berbatov found himself at the hallowed grounds of Old Trafford. Manchester United had already possessed a formidable trio, Tevez, Rooney, and Cristiano Ronaldo, arguably the greatest attacking force in the world. The question loomed, where would the languid Berbatov fit in? For a while, the answer remained elusive. Moments of brilliance shone through, including a Champions League final appearance, albeit in a diminished role. Yet criticisms and accusations of laziness echoed relentlessly. Even in his second season, with Tevez and Ronaldo departed, Berbatov struggled to assert his dominance. The weight of public scrutiny bore down upon him. But the tumultuous journey took an even darker turn. Kidnapping cast its malevolent shadow over Berbatov's life once again. A call from his distraught mother thrust him into a sinister plot, orchestrated by the Bulgarian mafia. They demanded a hefty ransom of £500,000 for protection and resorted to threats against his wife and daughter when their demands went unmet. Left with limited options, Berbatov navigated treacherous waters, seeking refuge for his loved ones. In an act of bravery, He confronted the mafia head-on, refusing to succumb to their tyranny. No harm befell his family, and he defied their demands, never paying a single dime. Throughout this tumultuous period, Sir Alex Ferguson, though understanding of his struggles, grew increasingly frustrated. It was the astute eye of the second coach, René Meulenstein, that recognized Berbatov's true essence. In a moment of revelation, Meulenstein aptly described him as not merely a footballer, but an artist who happened to don football boots. This conversation planted a seed within Berbatov's mind, igniting the flame of his creative prowess. It was then that Ferguson informed him he would not be counted upon for the following season. Departing without bidding his coach farewell seemed a natural consequence of the strained relationship. Despite rumors linking him to prestigious clubs like Bayern Munich, Juventus, and Fiorentina, as well as a potential return to Tottenham at the request of his former coach Martin Jol, Berbatov chose a quieter path at Fulham. Monaco, PAOK, and a sojourn in India followed before Berbatov ultimately decided to hang up his boots and pen his autobiography. Summoning his courage, he approached Ferguson once more, seeking permission to include the foreword penned by the iconic coach. To his astonishment, Ferguson agreed without hesitation. A few weeks later, the manuscript arrived, and Berbatov found himself in disbelief as he perused its contents. In those pages, Ferguson extended an apology, acknowledging the profound regret for depriving Berbatov of his crowning moment. He confessed that the Bulgarian maestro should have been called up for that fateful final, leaving a poignant question suspended in the air. What might have transpired had Berbatov been there? The tale of Dimitar Berbatov, a tale of prodigious talent, unfulfilled potential, and the intersection of personal and sporting regrets, resonates as a testament to the complexities that underscore football's greatest stories. And though we will forever ponder the alternate reality, where Berbatov graced that Champions League final with his artistry, his indelible imprint on the beautiful game remains an enduring enigma.